Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan, and today I've got week 29 of the top 5 mods of the week. Now hopefully you guys will enjoy the mods that I've picked out for this week. Starting off at our number 5 spot, we have the TESG load screen replacer. Now I've never actually covered a mod that actually changes the loading times or the loading screens, so this is the first one that I'm going to be covering. And basically what it does is, instead of having a black screen along with like a little model that you can twist around during a loading screen, it actually adds 205 high resolution screenshots that have been processed to resemble paintings. As you can see, I'm showing you some here. And it's just way better to look at in between the screens, other than like, a black screen in your level bar and then like a little tooltip. And instead of the tooltips, the screenshots actually have a custom flavor text written to them, so the font will be different, and it'll just look way nicer and it'll feel way better in between screens, and you won't become bored staring at a black screen. You can actually look at 205 new pictures that have been added into the game that make it so pretty much every time that you go into a loading screen, it'll be a different picture, so you won't have to just keep looking at a black screen along with like a little model of like a dragon or an alchemy table or anything like that. So you won't have to deal with that anymore and being bored, and you can actually look at these very nice pictures that resemble paintings. So that makes it a really interesting mod, and I'd recommend adding it to your playthroughs. So coming in at our number 4 spot, we have the Winstead pool and hot bath mod. Now what this mod does is it adds a giant pool where the Winstead manor would be, and as you can see, I'm showing you where it is now. It's west of Dawnstar in this location over here. And it adds a heated pool and bathtub with an auto strip and re-equip only for followers and other NPCs, idle markers for NPCs, an outdoor kitchen and dining area, 2 greenhouses with 30 plantable plots, a shore level shelter for fishing and resting, an archery range, alchemy and enchanting tables inside the northern greenhouse, proper ambient lighting, and it's frostfall compatible. So it's a pretty awesome area to have into the game, and I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of a tour of everything that this comes with, so let's begin. So as you can see, it's a pretty well made mod, and I'd recommend downloading it. Now coming in at our number 3 spot, we have the Guin Draconian Knight Armor. Now what this mod does is it adds an entirely new armor and weapon set that you can get only by doing this little side quest here. You have to come to this location here that I'm showing you on the map right now, and you come into this location and you have to fight a boss, and once you kill the boss, you get the armor and the sword. So the armor itself, as you can see, is pretty badass, but let's dive into the lore of the mod itself. So the lore is that Guin was a knight who served the 7 dragon kings of the old. He was respected amongst his people, but always changed the day his loved one died. When Guin entered his town, he got a dark message from one of the dragon kings. His family was in danger. When he arrived, his wife, kids, and friends were all killed, all by one of the dragon kings. Without thinking, he attacked the dragon kings and killed them all in one night. The impossible had happened. He had killed the demigods. When he came back, the mages began to fear him. They placed a spell on him. He was stripped of his memories. He got locked away in a tower they called Dova Kendar Dujan. There he wanders mad, not knowing his past, not remembering anything. So it's a pretty awesome backstory, and it makes you wonder, he killed all the demigods, and then he got locked in this tower, and he's just been locked in it for years, and he just has no idea what happened because, the mages casted a spell on him that made him forget everything. So he's just been wandering around locked in the tower going mad, and you come in and you take his armor, and it looks really awesome, as you can see right here. And it's a pretty awesome mod, and I'd recommend giving it a try. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have the Divine SMIM mod. Now what this mod does is it changes a bunch of the static meshes in the game. Now the things that it changes is there are the ropes and chains for the farmhouse, docks, walkways, braziers, and chandeliers look way better. And then the interior meshes are also improved. You get 3D windmills. There's 3D animated barrels with new textures, and chests are now properly 3D. Docks, gates, and more have been retextured. The noble, upper, and common furniture have now been upgraded to, you know, more beautiful textures. The dungeon traps and chains and stuff like that have been retextured as well. The tomatoes, the apples, and the potatoes have been changed. The vampire coffins, jewelry, you know, emeralds, gold, silver, and rubies. There's new textures for the bar set, stockade wood, baskets, and sacks. Dead rabbits and pheasants have also been retextured, and bones are now 3D with their own textures. Now, it changes a lot of these small items in the game, but a bunch of these can make a huge difference. Now, walking around, you probably can't really tell, but let me show you a before and after picture that will definitely show you that this mod changes a lot of the things in the game. So let's switch over to the before. Now, as you can see, I am in Riverwood, and I'm just looking up at some ropes that have been added to this building. And if we go over to the after, as you can see, they look way better, way more beautifully designed, and, you know, it makes a small difference into the game, but if you add it, and you'll probably recognize everything once you start playing a while, and it just makes the game a whole lot better. So it's a pretty awesome mod, and you know how I love environmental mods, so I'd really recommend downloading this one. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we have the Beyond Skyrim Bruma mod. Now, I never thought this mod was going to come out on Xbox. I thought it was just going to be strictly PC, but it has come out for Skyrim, and you can download it, and it is really awesome. You know, I wouldn't be able to fit the entire thing into one video because it's huge. For those of you who don't know what the Beyond Skyrim mod is, basically what it is it allows you to travel beyond the borders of Skyrim and visit Bruma, which is the northmost county in Cyrodiil. Now, Cyrodiil was the area that you played in Oblivion, so if you guys have played Oblivion, you would definitely know what Bruma is. Now, as the mod author describes on the mod page, you are allowed to, you know, discover what has become of the city's residents since the events of Oblivion and all new adventures and storylines. You can plunge into the depths of an ancient alien ruins, explore an expansive region larger and denser than the Dragonborn DLC, and in Beyond Skyrim Bruma, the choices and their consequences are yours alone. You can rediscover Frogstag Spire, Cloud Ruler Temple, Frostfire Glade, and many other legendary locations from Oblivion. The journey back to the Heartland begins now. Are you prepared? The city of Bruma has been reimagined and recreated from scratch in exhaustive detail, containing over 70 residents, each with their own unique dialogue, stories, and routines. This is also a fully explorable county of Bruma, larger in size and scope than the Dragonborn DLC, packed to the brim with new dungeons, points of interest, and secrets, and it's been brought to life with more custom art assets than any other comparable Skyrim mod. It also comes with its own soundtrack, and it also features an all-new Cyrodiilic weapons and armor, seamless integration with the base game. You can cross the border with your existing character or start a new one, and it has innumerable all-new quests and storylines, and it has over 24,000 lines of high-quality voiceovers from professional and semi-professional cast members. So it is a pretty large mod. Now, it's almost a gigabyte for your load order, so if your load order is kind of full and you're getting close to that 5 gigabytes, I would recommend, you know, deleting some so you can install this one, because this mod is awesome. And if you want me to actually play through this and actually do some of the quests, be sure to leave a like and let me know, because I will definitely play this, and I'll like go through and I'll explore everything for you guys if you want to see that, and I'll make a more in-depth video, because I can't cover the entire Beyond Skyrim Bruma mod in this little video alone. So if you guys do want to see it separately, be sure to let me know in the comments. So this is an amazing mod, and I'd really recommend giving it a try. So that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the Top 5 Mods of the Week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, I would appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It helps me out a lot. And I'll leave my Twitter in the description as well if you want to leave me suggestions on there, or you could just leave me suggestions in the comment section below. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will talk to you guys later.